Welcome to the map Combine, or as I like to call it, the new Nuketown of Black Ops 3. Man, we play this map about 70% of the time when we're online. No shit, I'm not kidding you guys. Every single time this map comes up in the lobby, it is selected. And I really don't mind it too much. It is actually probably my favorite map here in Black Ops 3. I just like it because it's simple, it flows well, and I get a lot of my good gameplays on this map. So I really do enjoy playing it, although it does become quite repetitive when it just keeps coming up and people keep selecting it. And again, I call it the new Nuketown because it reminds me of Nuketown in the previous Call of Duty titles when it always used to get selected every single time it came up in the lobby. And I'm really curious to see what happens when Treyarch does incorporate the new Nuketown into the regular map rotations, because you know that's going to happen. It always does. It usually happens around the time when the first DLC drops, and then Nuketown will become a regular map here for us to play in multiplayer. And when this comes up next to Combine, you know, the new Nuketown and Combine, I wonder what people are going to select. I'm really curious to see what happens in that situation. I know people out there love playing Nuketown too. They play that Nuketown 24/7. I haven't even touched that map as of yet. I was never a big fan of Nuketown, but when it comes up, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? Welcome to my Call of Duty gaming channel. I am Nessinator. Now, the gameplay that you guys are watching in the background is a game of domination. I'm going to be using the KN-44, the Tempest specialist ability, and I will get my Hardened Sentry gun and Cerberus Scorestreaks quite a few times in this gameplay. So enjoy that in the background as we talk a little bit about the recent patch that we just got hit with. That was a pretty big one, man. There was weapon patches in there. There was Scorestreak buffs and nerfs. You know, they even fixed some things with the crypto keys, and there was all kinds of little things that they did in this patch. So we're going to talk a little bit here about what they did and, you know, all the little weapons and Scorestreaks that they changed around. And this is double XP weekend for you guys out there that do not know, or just you didn't know that it was going to be a double XP weekend. I didn't know that either. I thought it was kind of surprising that we got a double XP weekend already again after having one just, I think, a couple of weeks ago, right? So it was caught me off guard. Definitely caught me off guard that, you know, we have another one. But hey, there is another one. So get online, try to rank up, get all your points, get your prestige in, and let's get right into this commentary. So what they did was, using this gun here in the KN-44, I'll go into that one first. There was actually 4 assault rifles: the Man of War, the ICR-1, the HVK-30, and the KN-44. All caught buffs where there's now, I guess, less recoil. So all the ARs now have less recoil, which I think is a good thing. I thought there was a little bit too much recoil on some of these guns. Plus, too, you add in the flinch, and it just made the game very inconsistent. So if they can make the guns more accurate, I mean, you know, we don't have toughness, so at least give us accurate guns, right? So I thought that was a very good buff they did. One of the assault rifles that caught a nerf that I want to mention here is the M8A7. The fire rate was reduced. Now, I'm not sure if I have to run rapid fire with this gun now to make it feel like it used to. I'm going to try it out this weekend. I'll let you guys know. I'll probably get a gameplay and then let you guys know what I feel about the M8A7 after this recent nerf. But they did nerf the fire rate, so that's something to consider if that was one of your favorite weapons. The SMGs, there was quite a few things done here in the SMGs. The VMP, of course, one of the strong go-to SMGs for a lot of people. Increased aim down sights, so that was a nerf. I guess it takes a little bit longer to aim down sights with it. Probably can be countered with just having quick draw, and then it probably makes it what it was. I usually run quick draw with it anyway, so not too big of a nerf. The other one was hipfire spread was increased, so I guess it's going to be a little bit more harder to get those hipfire kills with the VMP, but it already sprays out so many bullets. I don't see any of these nerfs being that significant with this gun as far as changing it from being really effective. And then the ones that caught buffs that I want to talk about here is the Razorback. Of course, that's caught another buff. I think this is like the second or third time they buffed this gun since the beta. Has less recoil and increased lethal range, so it was already good at range, so I guess it's better at range now. I think they need to improve its short range game, like its hip fire, to make it more, I guess, competitive with the other SMGs, because right now it just still doesn't feel like a good SMG to me. That's just me personally. The Weevil also caught less recoil, so that's a buff as well. The Vesper, which of course a lot of people have been complaining about, reduced lethal range. Now this one caught a weird nerf, the Vesper and the XR2, because the XR2 also caught a nerf where the movement speed was reduced. But both of these nerfs, I don't know. The Vesper with reduced lethal range, did a lot of people use it at range? I know I didn't. It was always close quarters, so I don't really see that being too significant of a nerf. And the XR2 movement speed reduction, I don't think many people ran around really reckless with the XR2. I mean, it was already a head glitchy burst fire weapon, So I don't think that's going to hurt it too much either. The one I did want to talk about here is one that is near and dear to my heart, the Dingo LMG. Of course, you guys know I like the Dingo. And that one right there caught a buff. Now, it's weird because they nerf this weapon, then they buff it, then they nerf it, then they buffed it again. And it always goes back to the way it was. So before, when they nerfed it, they decreased your movement speed, right? And they increased the recoil. Well, now with this buff, they increased your movement again with the gun, and they made it with less recoil. So I think it's back to what it was, and I think it's going to stay there, hopefully. And again, I got some more gameplays coming up with my good old Dingo. I like that one. Now let's get into Scorestreaks a little bit before this video ends here. I do want to talk about my little Cerberus here. As you guys see the gameplay in the background, they made this thing more of a tank. It takes an extra missile now to destroy it, or an extra EMP grenade, so it's even more of a tank than it was before. And again, I think this is one of the most underrated Scorestreaks here in the game. You guys should definitely try it out. The Hellstorm missile, which a lot of people have been complaining about, did catch a buff. I haven't really used it that much in this game because it was so bad. I will try it out this weekend and let you guys know if I feel any of the changed effects here. But from what I hear, it still sucks, so I'm not sure if it's going to catch another buff soon. The Lightning Strike caught a good buff. It's now faster to come in, which I think is a great thing. They should have just did that from Black Ops 2. Copy and pasted the same one. Same thing with the Hellstorm missile. I'm not sure why they had to tweak these around so much. I'm not sure why they just didn't copy and paste them from the original style that they had it in Black Ops 2. But hey, I'm sure they'll hit the nail on the head there sooner or later with these. And the last ones I want to talk about is the Wraps caught a buff, which I think is great because I like using the Wraps. The little drones now do more damage. It takes more missiles to shoot the little ships out the air that drop the Wraps, and I think are more of them now, and they're more aggressive. And the Talon, last one, the AI was increased damage, so now you can run around with it and it actually do work. So I'm looking forward to using the Talon the way it's supposed to be used as well. That's all I got for you guys in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The next one will be a stats video, let you guys see my 4th prestige stats before I get into the double XP weekend here and rank up even more. So, you know, get it in while you guys can, man. Thanks for all your views, subscribes, and likes. This is Nessinator. I appreciate it all, guys, and I'm out.